Yo boys, happy Sunday. It's time to murder that chest. Guys, tomorrow is International Chest Day, and you know, chest only grows on Monday. So if you're not training your chest on Monday, you're missing out mad gains. Guys, today I'm going to be giving a session, 3 supersets, 2 exercises per superset. It's a session if you're short on time to kill every single part of your chest. 2 exercises for upper, 2 exercises for middle, but really for the whole chest, and 2 exercises for the lower parts of your chest. 30 minutes in, 30 minutes out. Smash it, quick in and out. Ow, let's go. All right, boys, now training for 30 minutes is definitely not something you should be aiming to do, but sometimes life happens and you just don't have time. And trust me, with this session, you can absolutely blow your chest out of the roof in 30 minutes, guys. Now, you're gonna need some war bands. So if you don't have them, grab your war bands here. Why? Because if you're short on time, you cannot be focusing on heavy compound lifts. Why? Because you are tiring so much of the body out when you are doing heavy compound lifts that your body needs to recover longer. And if the resting time is going to be 2, 3, even 4 minutes, like it should be on heavy compound lifts, you ain't gonna make it in 30 minutes. So here is a burnout session, time under tension and TIP. And nothing gives you better TIP and time under tension than the war bands, guys. Now, guys, I've gonna lost my mind. I have done a discount on a bundle that is discounted. Guys, right now, get the war bands and get the power position and get, now I'm not gonna tell you how many percentage you get off. You will just have to see it here. Deal like this won't happen again. One chance, one hit. Will you take it or will you let it slip? So grab yours here. If you don't have them, trust me, it's the best investment you ever done for your fitness, guys. Now, when we're training chest, what is key? I mean, you've been seeing my videos and you should understand it already. But if you don't know, power position is absolute key when you're training chest in every single chest exercise. Chest is the hardest thing to hit, especially if you got strong shoulders, which most guys have. Now, what happens if you're not in a power position? The chest isn't exposed and the shoulders are helping the chest to do the work, or sometimes even taking off the whole load off the chest and just working the shoulders. So guys, power position is absolute key. If you don't have one, get it here. Trust me, everything that I'm telling you to get, I'm getting hundreds of messages every day. Bro, thank you. I love this product. It totally transformed my training, transformed my body. You can go in and read the comments yourself on the videos. Trust me, these products are the shit. So get your war bands and get your power positioners, and they are right now on discount on the bundle. So now, what I would start with, the heaviest exercise. It isn't the hardest, but it is the one that you can be doing the heaviest. It's going to be an incline bench press, but we're going to be alternating it a little bit, and we're going to be adding some war bands. And in this case, guys, I want to work as hard as I can in this quick session. So simple. I'm grabbing the push band, guys. So you get the thickest one. Grab your push bands. And now I'm going to be doing it differently than I have been showing you before. Why? Because we're going to be drop setting, super setting. We're going to absolutely murder that chest. So let's roll, boys. It's very simple. Get your push band. Put it under the bench. Prepare your bench press. And now, first set, take a little bit lighter weight because the band is making the exercise so much heavier, guys. So grab onto the band in your hands, extend, grab onto the bar, and now you're working from here. You're not putting the band around the bar this time. Cha, 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 cha. God damn it, it bursts. And now, guys, directly drop the bar. And now you're doing push just with the band to murder the chest out before we go into the superset. Woo! And now, boys, directly, no rest. Take the push band with you. And next exercise goes like this. Get the war band in your chest height, guys. So the war band should be around the lower part of your chest, not up here, because then you're going to be pushing from the shoulders. Second thing to think about, power position, and maintain that. Even when you are extended, I'm staying in a power position. My shoulders are never rounding forward. Now, if you have the power position, it does that for you. If not, focus as hell, otherwise you're doing shoulders and zero chest. And the third thing, get your hands close to your chest at the bottom part of your chest. You never want to be doing push-ups up here, because then you're working traps, shoulders, losing power position. It's a useless way to be doing push-ups, boys. And then come down to the floor, push-up position. The harder you want to make it, the more forward you move. push and cross, push and cross. God damn it, guys, total burnout, and that's only one set when we have 2 more to go. This 4 sets of this, and I guarantee your chest feels like it cannot work anymore, but it will have to. We got 2 more supersets to go, but first, subscribe, boys. Ow. All right, boys, and next exercise is going to be on the rings. This is the absolute most complete chest exercise. If I would have to do one chest exercise and I could never do another one, this would be it. Now I'm going to show you how it looks, but I'm going to also show you how you can help yourself with the war bands, or how you can make it heavier with the war bands. Now I don't think you need to make it heavier, but I do think that you need to help yourself, because full range of motion on this is 3 times bigger range of motion than it is on normal flies. It's an absolutely extended range of motion. That means time under tension and TIP is absolutely crazy on this one. So in beginning, if you don't have the strength at the very far extended position, the war band's gonna assist you with this. Guys, now what do you want to be thinking about here? Is a couple of things. Risky exercise, so you have to do it perfectly. So that's why I'm going to show you how to assist yourself with the war bands, in case you want to check yourself if you have the strength to be doing it without or even with other weight. Now guys, the number one thing is power position throughout the whole movement. When you are going to be flying on rings with your whole body weight, you want your whole body to be tensed. You don't want to have power escaping anywhere, and power position makes sure that there is no power escaping. Everything is maximally tensed. So just get yourself in a power position, tense maximally. Number 2 is the position of your hands. You want the position of your hands to be in this way, both when you are going down and when you are coming up, and tensing and closing the hands. Now why? Here the shoulders might roll out. They don't have to, but it's a very big risk. Even if they don't roll out and you have a perfect power position, you're still tensing the chest more like this. So hands close to your body in this position, coming down as far behind yourself as you can, and now pushing towards your hips. So you want a big part of your body to be in front of the rings. You will understand everything when I demonstrate you the exercise, but guys, learn this. There is absolutely not one better exercise than this for your chest, for the whole part of your chest. And after that, we're going to be doing jumping directly into a superset. So guys, this is first how it looks without any equipment. So now guys, I'm doing it with my feet on the box because I want to have more pressure and more weight and make it harder. Now you can be doing this on the floor, but slight incline on your feet is recommended, guys. Now get into the position, power position, tense your shoulder blades, coming down, hands close, opening the hands, continuing past your body as much as you can, coming up, tensing, and rings together. Now guys, this looks easy, but trust me, it's a very, very hard movement to do. And when you're extending so far, every single fiber of your chest has to stretch maximally out, and from that position get back into contracted position. And trust me, that shit trains your chest better than anything else. Now, how can you assist yourself with the war bands? It's very simple, boys. You get your hands in the war bands, you get your hands on the rings, and now your body comes down and you got assistance from the band. When you are in the bottom position, the band helps you to be coming up, and from here you don't get any more assistance because you don't need. Guys, lock this exercise in, trust me, it is an absolute beast of an exercise. And now how do you make it harder? Well, the same like we do in the push-ups. You get the war bands around your power positioner and smash it out. Now this shit gonna be hard, guys. I haven't done this with the war bands for a very long time. Woo! Guys, I did 5 reps. Now imagine, this is an isolation exercise, a TIP and time under tension exercise, and with the war bands you can make it so heavy that you will be able to do 5, 6, 7 reps and absolutely die out. And then directly jumping into explosiveness, from that controlled time under tension and TIP into absolute explosiveness, into this. And next, directly into push-ups on a medicine ball. So you need a light medicine ball or light, soft medicine ball, and you need either the grips or chalk or put a towel on it because your hands will be sliding off. So either you need to have some good grip with the grips, chalk, or just put a towel or a t-shirt on it, because if you're sliding off you can't focus on that chest. Why are we doing it on the ball? Because your hands want to slide off, so that means you have to automatically tense to just stay on the ball, and then you just explode up and max out, because we did time under tension and TIP, and now we're doing the reverse, explosivity. Hands in this way, boys, and explode. Woo! Fucking burnout. 6 supersets, guys. One more to go. How? You see, boys, I'm always aiming for perfection, but one huge reason why people skip the gym and why they fall out of the routine in the gym is because they put so much pressure on themselves that if they can't make the best session ever every single time, then it's better to not do anything. It's the wrong mentality, guys. Of course, your standard should be off the roof, so you should always be aiming to be better in every single session you do. But remember, a shitty workout is still better than no workout. So don't put this much pressure on you if you know that it is not you banging out from a hardcore session because you are lazy or because of excuses, but maybe you just have too much shit to do in your life, and sometimes life happens. So it's much better to do a session like this, 30 minutes burnout of the chest, absolutely destroy it as much as you can in those 30 minutes, than to skip the session and then try to catch up later on in the week. So remember, guys, $1 is better to make than $0. 100 is better than 1,000 is better than 100. 100,000 is better than 1,000, but still 1 is better than 0. So that's something I always have in my mind. If I can't do the absolute best, then I do the next best. If I can't do the next best, then I do the next best. I give everything that I can on that given day. Trust me, this mind hack, this mind switch, it changes a lot. So don't put too much pressure on yourself that you have to do the best session or that you have to be your absolute best every day anywhere in your life, but you have to be the absolute best you can on that given day. Right, boys, we've mainly been hitting the upper and the mid part. But on those ring flies, guys, trust me, every single millimeter of your chest is working its ass off. On those slam ball push-ups, the lower part is mainly engaging together with the mid part. Now, we're gonna be focusing only on that lower part, on that man boobs part, guys. And now, the absolute best exercise for that, when it comes to any heavy and compound explosive exercises, is the dips. Now, I'm gonna be doing the dips with the war bands, guys. So if you are doing more than 10 reps on the dips, you need to be adding the war bands, guys. Trust me, dips is a compound exercise. Many muscle groups are working together, so you don't wanna be repping it out in 20, 30, 40, 50 reps. You wanna be doing this shit as heavy as you can. Either you're using a belt with weight or you're using the war bands. What's the difference between the bands and weights? So weights just add additional weight throughout the whole movement. Now bands, they add extremely much additional weight at the very end of the movement, when normally the movement would be becoming easy. So bands, they train the last 20% of your muscles that weights just cannot do, because in every single exercise, the finishing of that exercise is the easiest part. When you're working with bands, they make exactly that part the hardest part, because that is when the band is giving you the most resistance. And now what is the difference between my bands, guys, and most brands, or to be honest, every brand that I have tried? The resistance is totally different. This is top quality bands, guys. You can feel the difference in resistance. What normal bands do is when you're coming at some point close to maximum stretch out, either they just suddenly stop and don't give resistance anymore, or they totally let go and there is no resistance anymore. So either they block your full range of motion, or they just stop giving resistance at the end. It's shitty quality bands, guys. This one, it gives you exactly equal resistance throughout the whole movement. Trust me, it's as big difference to having the war bands to other brands as you would be working on a shitty ass cable cross that goes unequally or that just sucks totally. So guys, trust me, this shit ain't no marketing. This is the real deal. Now, what do you want to be thinking about in your dips, guys? You want to be bending your legs and you want to be tilting your body forward, because now you are exposing more of the chest than if you would be upright. If you stay upright, first of all, you won't be able to do a full range of motion. Second of all, the triceps will be helping a lot. The more forward tilted you are, the less the triceps are working and the more you actually tense the chest. Now, to be able to stay tilted forward, you have to tense your glutes, tense your back, actively kick your legs backwards and keep your hamstrings tense, guys. So make sure that you are in this position. And how do you work with the wall bands? It's very simple. You just get them around your neck, get the hands in, or if you need more resistance, you grab them like this and get into it. So this is how it looks, boys. Extension, power position, as deep as you can go, all the way up. Woo! Guys, and now when you're working with bands, another thing that they take away is explosivity. You can't explode with bands. You cannot generate a lot of power and then just go with the momentum. They take all of that away. So it's tension from beginning till the end. It's mad. But guys, directly after the dips, we're jumping into a push-up variation to hit exactly only the lower chest. And for that, you're gonna need the wall bands to make it any kind of challenge. Alright guys, now how do you know which part of the chest is mainly working? It's very simple. It's the direction of the push. If you're pushing upwards, it's the upper chest. If you're pushing forward, it's the mid chest. If you're pushing downwards, it's the lower chest. It's that simple, guys. Now, what you're gonna need to do the push-ups to be targeting the lower part of your chest, you need something elevated. And now a bench can do it, but it's not gonna be perfect. So you want something somewhere above your knee height. You get the bands around your body, the same like in the dips, guys. Put your hands in or grab for more resistance around the band. And now, what you have to focus on is exaggerated, overexposed lower chest. So power position exaggerated. And now when you're hitting this with the chest, you want to be hitting it with the lower parts of your chest. So keep looking up, arch your body and just smash it out. Ta, 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 ka. Woo! You will feel, guys, when you do it exactly like this, you will feel exactly this part of the chest maximally working. Our boys, 30 minutes in and out, done. Maximum burn on the chest. Our gains done. Let's go, boys.